definitely, mate. You know, as the rules change next year as well, like players like Michael Jennings and that are here, you know, they can come back for Tonga next year. You know, we've got a lot of young blokes, and mate, it's great having good leaders like Kite in that, mate. You know, to lead the boys around.
Charlie, what you said about, you know, you play for more than 20 minutes, is that a bit of a rallying call? Do you mention that to the players to change the perception, or do you just?
Yeah, mate. I think it's something that you know, throughout the years, I think we're just known and big and physical, but wouldn't be able match up. But I think I showed it tonight. The boys can play 80 minutes. The fitness there, the self-belief. And they really showed it tonight, mate. And it's just something that we'll continue to build on.
Brent, how do you feel Scotland might go against Timors?
I hope they do well. Yeah, I hope they go out there and give it their all, and just I think from my point of view, I was hoping.
I think it's something for young people to look forward to, especially being born in Australia and New Zealand, and knowing that they can come back and play for Tonga. It's fantastic for the game.
Brent, when you were eliminated, was there anything you said to the boys about how you want to approach this final game? When you realised you couldn't make the quarterfinals, did you address it with them?
Yeah, I suppose not personally, but coming from Charlie and assistant coach Christian Wolf, I suppose there was a feeling that although we can't get through, that there's a bit of a legacy, I suppose, to be left, and we've spoken the whole time about what it means for us to play the Tonga, and we had to live up to that. I think where I'm most proud of the boys tonight, we came up against the Italian side that had everything to play for, and all we had to play for was that national pride and each other, and we got ourselves up to maybe produce our best game of the tournament. So very proud of that, and I think Charlie and Woofy certainly encouraged that from the moment they knew we were knocked out. We sort of had the heads down for a couple of hours, that's for sure, but we managed to get them back on pretty quickly and show what it means to play for our nation.
Brent, where would you like to see Tonga League at by the time it gets to the stage where you retire? Obviously this is a passion for you.
Oh mate, yeah, for sure. I'd love to see him in the Four Nations. I think the highest qualifying Pacific team gets to play in that Four Nations. I think that can only be good for international rugby league as well. And I think the loosening of those rules is only going to be for the betterment of the game. It's a way that we can encourage the young fellas that have dual qualification to play for their country of heritage, whilst not missing out on those lucrative opportunities, because as we all know, to play for Aussies and New Zealand and even New South Wales, it's very lucrative to a young guy, and it's hard to ask him, and we don't here at Tonga, we don't ask him to come and play and pass up that cash. We want everyone to do well, and it was nice of Michael Jennings and Andrew Fafita to come and support the guys today. They knew we were knocked out, but it definitely means something to them, and we wish them all the best in their endeavours with Australia. There are a lot of Australian-born guys, and I'm obviously an Australian citizen, so we'll be rooting for them.
When do you go home now? From here, what's the plan?
I think tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think tomorrow night. So we'll head off back, back to Tonga. So a few sore boys tonight, mate. But hopefully they'll recover well, mate. But yeah, it's been very enjoyable being here in England, mate. I love this place. Just the weather's a bit cold, but yeah, I think my toes are a bit frosty, mate. But yeah.
Might have to wear trousers next time, mate.
Yeah. Well, this is my culture. My mum said you got to wear it. You got to be Tongan. You got to wear and represent our people, mate. Not only on the field but off the field as well. So.
On the subject of that, do you have a name for those? A proper name for the Tongan grass skirts?
This is Ta'awala. This is attire, in Tonga, because we can't afford suits and all that stuff, so this is the next best thing, for us, especially when you are representing a nation, and being part of, you know, royal country and that, the royalty, you know, we've got to wear this stuff, yeah.
Do you know how you spell that, or is it okay just to call it
A
a
media
native?
person is the back there, Christy, and she'll let you know.
Google.
Any final questions on fashion or rugby before?
That's actually like currency in Tonga.
Yeah.
So you can go get a loan and you leave your
Some people
Talavala there, and that's they would hold that as security.
So worth a lot. Yeah.
All right, everyone, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Anyone for mix?
Mate, can we just do ABC?
Yeah,
Tonight?
let's do it.